All right, so back to this problem. Darn good thing I was able to take a little break there while I was uploading the podcast because I realized that I've got a mistake in here. So again, it came at the very end as I was trying to rush. It says that at the end of the year he made $1,300 in interest. I was about to do that as $1,900. So what we're saying is that on that 4% account, again, 4% of whatever you invest, Mike's going to earn back. On the 5.5% account, 5% or 0.055 of Y is what he's going to earn back, and at the 6% account, 0.06 of Z. That's what's going to create that grand total of $1,300 of interest. Again, that would have been a pretty significant mistake. Goes on to say that, again, pretend that we didn't see this. It goes on to say that the annual yield on each account was 4.5%, 5.5%, 6%. Again, we've already established that. But the amount of money in the 4% account, which we know is X, is 4 times the amount of money in the 5.5% account, which is Y. So if this one is already 4 larger, I've got to balance it to look something like this. Once we're trying to get all of the variables on the same side, again, X now minus 4Y plus there is no Z is going to be equivalent to 0 after I've subtracted that over. All right, so this is my system. This is the original system. Now we need to go about targeting and getting rid of one of these variables. Again, a lot of choices as far as how we want to get there. I would say that, in my opinion, X is probably going to be the easiest one to get rid of. Again, you might disagree, but again, I think that X is going to be the easiest one to eliminate. The way that we're going to do that is we're going to take equation number 1 plus -1 times equation number 2. So essentially, we're going to take the first equation and subtract the second equation. So, I said second, I meant third. I apologize. So, subtracting out the -1 times the third equation. All right, so what that's going to do for us, again, if it helps you to actually rewrite it and see it, that's going to be X plus Y plus Z equals $24,500. The negative version of the third equation, that's going to be negative X plus 4Y. There is no Z value, and then make 0 negative all you want. It's not going to change. So when I'm combining this, like we said, the X's are going to eliminate, but Y plus 4Y is 5Y. Z plus nothing is Z. That's equal to 24,500 plus 0 is 24,500. So that's how we would eliminate X in the first case. The second case, we're going to have to do a little bit more work, or a little bit more intentional work. This time, I believe that we could get there by combining, we have choices. I'm just trying to see if one of them is going to be easier than the other. I just don't know if that's going to be the case. So let's take negative, well, let me write it out this way. I'm going to have to multiply it through by negative 0.04. Negative 0.04 times equation number 1 plus equation number 2. Now, I think we definitely want to write this one out as to what it's going to look like. So again, down here, the first equation, if I were to multiply that through by a negative 0.04, that's going to give us negative 0.04x plus negative 0.04y plus negative 0.04z is equal to now 24,000 times negative, or 24,500, I should say, times negative 0.04. That's going to be a negative 980. All right, then the second equation, that remains 0.04x plus 0.055y plus 0.06z is equal to 1,300. So these are the two that we're going to combine here. And as you can see, the x's are going to cancel. The y's, on the other hand, again, doing the calculation here, if we have 0.055y plus a negative 0.04y, that's how we're going to obtain 0.015y right here, so 0.015y. When it comes to the z's, again, we have 0.06 and a negative 0.04 to obtain the 0.02, again, that's 2z, so plus 0.02z. And now this is going to be equal to, again, now we have to combine our negative 980 plus 1,300 So here is our system of equations. Excuse me. A little sloppy, I apologize, but again, definitely something that we can work with. Just trying to get rid of this now. This being our system, I think that working through the elimination is going to be crucial for us. So I know that I need to cancel the z's. I think that's going to be our best option. In order to do that, I have to multiply negative 0.02 through the top equation. So the top equation, again, 5y plus z is equal to 24,500. In doing that, again, this is all the top equation. Again, I'm just trying to see within my work if I have any of this stuff written down, and it's not looking great. Let's see, negative 0.02 times 5 is going to give us negative 0.1y. Let's see, the easy one here, when I distribute time or minus 0.02z is equal to, now if I have 24,500, if I were to take that times the negative 0.02, that's going to give us the negative 490. Now I'm going to add this to the second equation, which is going to stay the exact same. So 0.015y plus 0.02z, and that's equal to, again, 320. So this combination, clearly, hopefully, you see that the z's are going to eliminate, they're going to cancel. That was the whole point. So if I have a negative 0.1y plus 0.015y, that's going to give us a, that's going to give us a negative 0.085y, again, so that the z's canceled. And if I have a negative 490 plus 320, that's going to give us a negative 107. So, pretend that none of that is there because it isn't accurate. So now if I were to take this negative 170 and divide it by negative 0.085, that's how we're going to obtain the fact that y is equivalent to 2,000. So $2,000 was invested in that y account. Going back to my secondary system, I think that the top equation is going to be easier to work with. 5y, again, just plugging in 5y plus z is equal to $24,500. So in working through this, again, so we can actually see it, again, we're going to say 5y. We already know, because we just calculated that y is equal to 2,000. Then that is going to be, again, plus z is equal to 24,500. So in an attempt to speed this up, again, hopefully you trust me, z is going to be equal to $14,500. Again, just solving that algebraically. In order to solve for x, we're going to have to go clear back to the original. I think that x plus y plus z equals 24,500. So x plus y plus z is equal to $24,500, where we can be a little bit more precise by saying that y is, what did we say, $2,000, and z, we said, is $14,500. Finding their sum, setting that equal to 24,500. Now we can subtract that over and obtain the fact that x is equal to $8,000. So, in terms of our final answer here, there was $8,000 invested at 4%. There was $2,000 invested at 5.5%. And there was $14,500 that was invested at 6%. Again, this would be our final answer. So, what I'd like for you to show me on your quiz tomorrow, again, since we're working with systems of equations, and we want you to put that in the top left corner. Again, systems of equations. Again, make sure that you put that bracket, as we typically do with our systems. That goes in the top left corner of your quiz tomorrow. All right, so hopefully this helps a little bit. Again, make sure that we're brushing up on our skills in terms of taking a word problem and rewriting it as a rewriting it as a system. Sorry, I was trying to mess with something else. But again, study hard. Good luck. Again, make sure that you're utilizing the answer keys the answer key that is on the blog, and hopefully we get some good practice in tonight. Ready to go tomorrow. Have a good night.